We are doing another vlog. I want to call it a proper house, well, Stockholm property house update tour, because now things are happening. I figured let's take it back from the start, where the start of this incredible property, where it all started. Because at that point we were living in Cyprus and we figured it would be so cool with a summer home in Sweden. So we bought this huge piece of land with the idea to build on it, maybe like have a summer house there in the future. And then me and Janne split up. We also realized we missed Sweden. So we ended up moving back. And then like our old building plans all got changed. I spent like 2.5 years trying to draw what I wanted to build here. Since we're living here now, where I planned initially to build a house, we're currently living. So that would create an issue if we wanted to build a house there. Where would we live? So I've been going back and forth, and I know if you watched all the vlogs, you're probably really sick of hearing of this, because this is another update. But why I'm doing this video is because now we're finally like, okay, now we're doing it. So I figured I'd take you along to show you what we're actually going to do here in the property. And I hope I say that for the very last time, because I'm sick of saying that. It is one of the loveliest properties I've ever come across. Today, I'm going to walk around and give a bit of explanation on what we're doing, because tomorrow, Henrik Schultz, the architect, is coming here. But in order to be really focused on what we're building and all that, I figured we'll do a lot of talking today, and then we'll film a bit tomorrow as well. For now, the house up here is going to stand. And that's why we built the new entrance road and a big parking and garage, because this is going to stay like this for at least, say, 4 or 5 years. But long term, saying like my 5 to 10 year plan, mansion up here. But we're going to take things slowly. This is a money spot. Love the spot up here, but it's the downside is it's colder and a bit windier here. So this property kind of has 2 sides, so it makes it difficult. But let's head down to where the action is going to take place first. And we're down here on the dock, and what is this beautiful blue hose doing down here? It's because I was about to start running the snow gun, because it was cold for like 48 hours, but then the pump was broken. So we are now repairing the pump so that when it gets cold, snow gun is going to go full speed. The reason I walked down here is because here we have the dock, and then you see where the current pool is. So where the playland is situated, that's where the villa will come. So you get a kind of a view from the dock and the beach and everything. There's a reason why the architect built the pool there in the first place. Never any wind, super private, really nice. And if we build down there, that means that when we're building, we can sit up here, distant from the construction site, but be on site and not stress. And once it's ready, move down little by little and not stress. So you might wonder, what's different about this time of me standing here showing what we're going to do? Because I've done that in the past. The big difference now is that I came across Henrik Schultz Homes, who created a prefab house that you buy with a set price. So you have this villa, bam, it's this price including everything. And I'm like, oh, but wait, that looks like the most super mega designer Uber villa I've seen. I looked into it and I'm like, okay, screw everything we've done. Let's do this. You know, even if I've done building permits, the amount of choices you have to go through from a permit to like a finished product, that would kill me, because I'd go into detail on everything. Whereas with these homes, you basically have, 4 choices. You do 4 choices, bam, 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 price tag, everything included, bam. And that's why I'm like, we're doing this. 100%, boom. So I asked Henrik, I'm like, look, Henrik, I have an idea. The sort of main house that he does is 125 square meter. And I'm like, how about we do a unit edition that's 180 square meter? So we started discussing. So there is a possibility we'll actually sell the identical house we're building to sell that as a prefab, which I think we could be a pretty good combo. I'm excited for tomorrow to go through and look at everything with him, because we've had a ton of great meetings. But the idea, I think anyone that has built a house or planning on building a house, not knowing what it's going to cost and all the choices, it's a nightmare. Here's the renders that made me fall in love with, like, holy.
I get the point now.
Why should you Olsson, like amateur home designer, draw a house when you can have someone like that do that kind of work? Because it's everything with like the little tones of wood, the totality. which is fantastic. So with the house that we've drawn, here would be the kitchen island. I'd be cooking here. Perfect view of the dock house, where the sunset comes in, all of that. Behind me, kids' living room, 2 kids' room, living room, and master. Master's close, in here. So big window here with the bathroom and the magnolia tree. You probably didn't know that. It's got the beautiful flowers in the spring.
Oh, yes.
It's only for a few days, but they're beautiful when they're there. You count down the stairs. Gonna build a new staircase. Yes. So it goes 25 meters that way, 7 meters this way. Now we're gonna have a nice new driveway up to the top of the property for the next however long it takes to build that. And then obviously this will be, once that gets built, this will be, the guest house, or where the kids move in when they're older, where Moaci lives. Kind of like a pool. It's a big pool house, but road coming down here. And then I'm planning a big roundabout here. So kind of garage here in the center. You drive into a garage or you go around the roundabout. And so more or less the back of the house is where the fence is, but like way wider. It's 42 weeks from order to completion, so it's quick. That's what happens when you don't have 9 million options, that you can do things much more cost efficient and time efficient. With bad luck, I say a year from now we should be finished. Usually prefab and that concept goes together with boring design and sort of not attention to detail. So that's why I thought it was so cool of Henrik to do a project like that. Normally he does mega mentions. And you want to know what's cool?
What?
For once in my life, when I've had the meetings with Henrik, he asks me a couple things and I'm like, what do you think? It's very rare for me to like someone's work enough to where I'm like, you know what? I have a lot of opinions, but I think you're much better than that than me on this. But I feel with Henrik, I'm like, I should just listen to you because you created what I saw online and I felt I want that.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't come up with too many ideas because then I'm going to ruin what he created in the first place. And I wish I didn't do 7 of these videos before, because then I feel like if you watch this, you're like, yeah, I get it. You said that before. But I think this time it's very different because you have a clear exact cost estimation and it's smart. We've lived here long enough to understand what we need, what we don't need, what the long-term plan is. And it's actually been good that it's taken a while. So that's kind of tomorrow's plan, to go through everything with Henrik, look at what he thinks, what he says, what he might find when he sees the location in real life. I think it's great that he comes out here and kind of looks at the place, because it's one thing to build a house, but you got to build a house with nature. So go to sleep, wake up, meeting, we summarize. Nu vet jag inte om layouten är rätt. Det var bara Are you ready?
I haven't seen anything like
Is this the final time we're looking at this? But okay, so I figured we need to go through what we went over. We had a fantastic meeting. Henrik was kick-ass. Really like him and his philosophy, everything. The only thing I need is to order a map of the area, which I did 2 years ago, because they are more than 2 years, so I have to do it again, which is annoying. But anyway, let me show you what we're building. I'm gonna say, we're building this. We're not doing anything else. We're not changing. No more. So obviously Henrik, Villa Olsson. I don't really like to call things my own name, so we're gonna have to figure out villa name. Here is placement of the villa and everything, which we've gone through and looked. So you come down the stairs here. So you come down the stairs that we have now, and you come right at the front of the house.
Okay.
So the stairs that we have.
Yeah.
So it's basically when you come down the stairs to the side, and then here you're not able to go closer than this line, so it kind of limits where you can put it.
Okay.
Anyway, placement, boring.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So a layout. We have garage.
Yeah.
So driveway is going to come in here. When you stop right here, you go straight in the door into the kitchen.
I really like
Minimal distance from car parking to kitchen is nice. I love that. So yeah, here you come in, you have the wardrobes, closets. So you have a sitting space in the middle with storage underneath so that you can kind of sit down, put your stuff on, but always hide it. Nice. You have the extra wall coming out here and here so that if you're hanging out over here, you don't see the mess that's hidden in here.
Smart. So you really thought about everything here.
So you come in here, you have everything, and here's your kitchen island. So when I stand here, that's when I was standing down there. Is this where I want to stand and look? So very open living room. So you have kitchen island, table, kind of more of say of a grown-up living room with a fireplace here in the corner. Then you go in through here, master bedroom.
I like that.
Closets and bathroom with kind of the morning sun coming in through the window here. So it's a big glass with mirrors against the glass, so you get for girls doing makeup, that kind of thing. Yep. Yeah, and right outside here is my magnolia tree. Yeah, it's important. But yeah, if we go backwards here, you have call it kids playroom, living room. When they get a little older and they don't want to sit on top of dad the whole time, they can kind of watch TV, play around in this kind of separate area. And then boom, one kid's bedroom. Now you have double beds in there. So if you want to have this as guest rooms, you have solid guest rooms, but you put a kid's bed in there, it's a big kid's room. Okay. These are 2-meter beds. So you put a 90 bed, it's a big kid's room. So this one has the window here, and this one has the window here. Kind of the reason that I put the kids' rooms here is because all the soccer fields, everything, the motocross track, everything is on that side of the property. Yeah. And then you have these kind of separating walls because that's one of the things I fell in love with design-wise. And the idea with the garage is here you have a garage gate here, you drive in, another garage gate, and then you pull out. So you never have to back out. Yeah,
and you also come in and go out like this, right?
Yeah. No turning, no like here it's like just a big roundabout. What else? I mean, the side angle is maybe not that interesting to see, but you get a bit of everything's kind of.
But it's a lot of glass, It's
a lot of glass, and that's why this being a smart financial alternative is even more impressive because glass is expensive, especially where you're going to use Schuko windows, which is not the cheapest, but they're good. They're great. Building this size of house down there is kind of smart because I think within 3 to 5 to, well, who knows how long it's going to take. I feel like the main building of the property should be up here. Not when the kids are small, then it's better down there. So that way that will turn into a great guest house, pool house kind of thing at that time. And then we can build something bigger up here in the future, but not stress. I've stressed enough in my life. Everything has to be done now. And I'm really trying to absorb the philosophy of enjoying life. It's really hard.
Yeah, especially for you.
I love productivity, getting stuff done. But now I'm like, let it take its time. Don't stress. I'm better at it, but I'm still bad. But if we move over to a bit of 3D illustration here.
Oh, wow.
So you kind of come in here. And then you have this big circular, so you kind of drive around the house. So this is the beauty of having your whole lot scanned up. Obviously, don't mind these like squares here. Yes, this is all Yoon built. This is not professionally architect built. This is me seeing a 2D layout and then me building to get a feel for it. Like I was saying, entrance through here, bench, storage under, wardrobe. So that you can sit down when you put your stuff on, which I think is really important. And that means when you come in here, all your shoes that are here, not visible. Yeah. This is kind of your main living quarters, kitchen island, table. For not being an architect and for being quick as lightning, I think I've done a pretty decent job.
You really did a great job.
And then we were discussing, do you have a TV in your adult living room? And conclusion was, you're going to wish you had that. If I'm cooking and it's Formula 1 qualifying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And what I like about this layout is that everything feels connected yet still separated and private. Like I like that the kids have their own little area.
Side.
You know, they have their own side. I think that's super nice.
Yeah, it's really good. And then the idea also of the garage here is that when you're in here, the garage also creates privacy towards the road up.
Yeah, true.
Yes, you have the master. All of this are wardrobes.
Yeah, okay, nice.
TV come up here. I love my evening TV sessions. Thanks to the scan I have. This is the current staircase. So it means you come down here. Yeah. And then the bathroom, we did a couple changes. So we switched so the sinks are on the window side and the opposite. But you kind of get a bit of this, I wouldn't say Bali feel. But,
I was about to say that actually.
But since it's such a private, secluded area, you can really have a bathroom that's...
I think it's inspired by you being so much in Bali. I like that it's clean, simple, useful.
I mean, that's what differentiates a good architect between me. I can make cool stuff, but it's usually not simple. And then here we can kind of see, here you see where the pool deck currently is. So then you see where these slides are. And that's what I've been able to measure that the... light back!
So I have to adjust this now.
Of course, we're building houses while cutting that electricity and doing all that stuff. Let's continue the tour around here. So yeah, kids room number 1, kids room number 2. So and since you have like all this playing area out here, it feels like that's on the right side of things. That's why I oversized the roundabout, because I love the kids being able to play hockey, play basketball, run skateboards, like do all of that. Right, let's change to rendered view. When I stand here in the kitchen island, what you can see here is the dock, beach.
Yeah,
so
also
it's,
from here it looks...
So it's very nice and private. So I think it's a great level, because if we go all in on this with basement, with everything, it means that building up here wouldn't make sense. So this is like a perfect, call it in-between step.
A mega pool house. Like that's not the pool house, but...
No, but you know, you're gonna have relatives visiting, you're coming, like all that stuff. And who knows, maybe we'll love this and not build up here. Because this house is still staying. So it means all the crap that we don't need can be up here. So that's why we don't need that much. Like there's a lot of things we don't need in this house thanks to this house. The only thing I did differently from Henrik's model house that they're selling, we can put a link in the description, you can check that out. This is not paid promotion, but anyways, we can put that in. Basically this section here is kind of what I added to get a bit more space in the house. But the rest is exactly...
That's what he offers pretty much.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Without that, I think this house starts at 380,000 euro. But then, of course, depending on the choices you make, it goes up a bit. But say, I think the standard house completely maxed out with 550,000 euro for a villa that looks like it's 2 million euro villa, which that's, because when I saw the villa, I'm like, whoa, that looks great. And then I went to the website and I'm like, huh? But I think that's because if you do kind of a prefab house that you can sell to everyone, you can do calculations and do everything differently. I love the concept in general. We don't have a price for this. I mean, we've chosen like the top of everything, like Schuko windows, like top appliances. We took all the most expensive choices and everything. We extended the house to 180 square meters. And I think we're gonna land somewhere around 750,000 euro. And that's with the concrete base included. So essentially the entire house from plate up is that, which I think is, when I found that out, I was like...
Yeah, when you were designing everything and you wanted extra, you not even would be close to 700,000. Not even close with the way you wanted.
Nowhere close. So we're gonna keep you posted on the progress. Obviously we have 2 excavators outside working on the stuff here. So a lot of things going on at the moment. Hopefully that gives a good overview. And since I've had a building permit down there already, that's a bigger design. I think we should be all good in terms of that. Little house update, moving along. And I can't wait for me to say the house is ordered and paid for. So you believe me that this is what we're doing.
That's the last vlog.
I've run out of energy to do anything new from this. So this is what we're going to build. And potentially we can sell this also as a prefab. So you can buy the exact same thing that with the adjustments we did. But if that happens, we'll let you know. But I'm super happy with this. life is full speed, but life is good. With that, we're ending.
Next one.